What is going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Raiders Franchise. As we saw, we have a lot that we have to change going into this week. As we saw last week, Jimmy Garoppolo continuing to let us down. And after what we saw, we made some decisions, and Aiden O'Connell is going to be our starting quarterback. Now, the rookie doesn't have that great of stats. 62 overall. He's already 25 years old. But 85 throw power, 79 throw on the run, and 75 speed. He has good short accuracy, not the best deep accuracy and medium, but it could be worse. As we've seen with this team, Josh Jacobs has been our bell cow on offense, and that's going to remain the same. Aiden O'Connell, a good offense to work with. We're going up against the Chargers this week, so going to be very tough matchup for us defensively against their big wide receivers like Quentin Johnston, Keenan Allen, Mike Williams. And on the defensive end, we are going to release Chandler Jones. They did release him in real life, the Raiders, so we are going to release him from the team. We do have a penalty on our cap space. I'm not sure exactly. I think that'll only affect us this year, but I'm assuming he will get removed from Madden depending on what happens with him overall, but we're just going to remove him from our team like they did in real life. And as we go up against the Chargers this week, this is a big matchup, and hopefully our defense can step up a little more than we saw last week, and we can see how Aiden O'Connell plays. We are going to run the ball a good amount, just because we want to make him feel comfortable, kind of leave the training wheels on a little bit for him. And hopefully Josh Jacobs can once again get us a lot of yards on the ground as we're here at SoFi Stadium. We're getting into this, and we're going to get the ball first. Aiden O'Connell is going to see his first snap, his first start in the NFL. And here we go. Aiden O'Connell, the 25-year-old rookie, coming onto the field for us, wearing Derek Carr's old number. So we'll see if he's got a little bit of that magic in him. Derek Carr, good for the Raiders. He may not have got them as far as they had hoped, but 4,000 yards pretty much every season as Josh Jacobs gets that near the first down. 30 rushes last week, 164 yards. He had a lot towards the end of the game, but we're looking to do something big this week against the Chargers. And we're going to throw the ball here on 2nd and 1. Make it a little bit interesting. See if Aiden O'Connell can hit someone. He finds Josh Jacobs underneath, a toss pass to him, and just can't hold on to the ball there. It just hit him right in the face. We are going to run again here on 3rd and 1. Hopefully pick up the first down here. Michael Mayer has been a great blocker throughout these first few games, and we do not get there. No hole there. Khalil Mack comes in and blows this up. And we're doing something a little bit crazy. We're going for the fake. We're going to try to catch him off guard here as we try to hit the outside, and Johnson is way too slow. That might be a big mistake coming at us, but we're going to have to pull out some trick plays today if we want to beat this Chargers defense and offense and the team overall. If we want to win this game, we need some big plays, as Max Crosby gets a big one on defense there. Like I said before, this passing offense is going to be hard to stop, but their rushing attack, who I forgot to even mention before with Austin Ekeler, is going to be even harder to stop. If they stop passing the ball, they can easily run with Austin Ekeler, and he can beat us. As we get in there, and 3 guys break up that pass. You love to see that. Hopefully the secondary can pick it back up this week. So back over here on 3rd and 14. Need a stop here. We cannot let them get the first down. And we find the sack with the rookie Tyree Wilson, and that pushes them out of field goal range, I'd assume, and it does. A huge sack from the rookie there, and that pushes them out. And we're going to get the ball back here. Even after that fake punt that we attempted, it doesn't come back to hurt us as we get the stop and get the ball on the 20 again. And Aiden O'Connell is going to come out here and have another chance to do something. We might take a deep shot here if Renfro's wide open. If Michael Mayer can move the defenders out, we do have something underneath a little bit. Jacoby Myers, I don't even know what just happened on that play. I thought we had him wide open. I don't know how Asante Samuel Jr. got the pick 6 on that. Aiden O'Connell underneath here. He is in coverage. Throws it. And just threw it, I guess, an inch far too behind. Like, what can we do on that play? We tried to throw it right to Jacoby Myers, and just the luck of the draw, it seems. Absolutely tragic. New Paddock on that play. But our special teams comes out here. We get the stop and we get the block PAT. So a little bit of hope for us, but I don't know what to even say after that play. 1st and 10 here from O'Connell. We're going to try to find a screen here. We do with Davante Adams. He gets some blocks downfield, and he's going to continue to move a little bit up to the 39. So O'Connell's first completion, his first NFL pass goes for an interception, like we've seen with our previous quarterback, who's still on the team in Jimmy Garoppolo. I just want to see what we can get out of Aiden O'Connell here. He may not start this next game. If he's really bad, Jimmy Garoppolo could come back in. But if he can be a game manager and he can at least keep us in the game somewhat, as I think we're still running. Yeah, we are still running to the left here. Get some blocks for Josh Jacobs. Piling in there. If he can at least get us some good plays down the field, even some short passes, just enough to keep us competitive in this game, then he's going to have a good shot to remain our starter for a while. The saying goes, if you have 2 quarterbacks, you don't have any. And I wouldn't say that we really have any quarterbacks with Jimmy Garoppolo and Aiden O'Connell, but our offense is built so well with Josh Jacobs, Davante Adams, Michael Mayer, a lot of these young pieces, Jacoby Myers, Hunter Renfrow, that any of these guys should be able to go in there and at least do something. We get pressured across, and Jacoby Myers just stops running his route again. And we throw another interception to J.C. Jackson. We'll watch the replay here. We don't even need to go. He throws it. Jacoby Myers just stops in the middle of the field. And I don't even know what to say. This offense is absolutely terrible. I don't even know what we could do offensively to get out here. And our defense lets up a big play there on 1st down. It seems like everything is coming undone at once. So 1st and 10 here from the 25. They're going to throw it across the middle. Spillane gets out there, gets the hit. We're patrolling the middle with him. We might need 2 guys out there if they continue to throw like this. We haven't really seen much from the run yet. I am expecting that. Diablo, we're going to send in a blitz with him here. Hopefully he can get in with that pressure. We send a big blitz, and Mike Williams holds on despite the big hit. They aren't going to go for 2 here. I guess too early in the game for that. So another back-to-back drive with the offense and the defense where we let up a touchdown. 3 plays and 43 yards. We got to do something here. So on 1st and 10, again, we're at -4 yards. We are going to run with Josh Jacobs, who gets a hole there. He's going to continue to stay up. Getting down to the 38-yard line. A big run from him. We're going to have to keep feeding him the ball because obviously offensively, no matter who throws the ball for us, we just give it away. So we're going to have to hope and pray that Josh Jacobs can get this game done by himself. Because the wide receivers don't want to run the routes, apparently. Anytime we try to throw to Jacoby Myers, he either just has the ball go right behind him or he just stops running the route. Michael Mayer, a good gain there. 3rd and 5 here. We got to build this confidence back up. We can't give up on Aiden O'Connell already 2 drives in. I would argue that both of those interceptions, not his fault completely. Obviously a little bit on that first one when he underthrew the ball, but it was right in his hands. I mean, that's just a fantastic play by the defense. And then the last interception, he had him open, and I thought maybe he thought that he was going to keep running. I don't really know. But Josh Jacobs in the backfield here, hit a juke. 2nd and 7. We're going to run a little bit of hurry-up offense here. We're going to hand the ball off, though. Not going to pass back-to-back plays. Josh Jacobs gets a little bit of a hole. It closes up again. So 3rd and 5. We're going to need a big play here from us. They're suggesting that we go. Josh Jacobs could be open deep. I do think we should send Renfrow on the outside here. Hopefully find him on the side. I don't even know what to say about that play. I mean, he has him wide open and can't hit him. We are going to go back to it here. Aiden O'Connell is going to take it himself and gets hit. a yard short, doesn't even try to dive out for the play. And this offense is just absolutely putrid right now. Aiden O'Connell had that first down and more on third down. Had the first down on that last play running, as we can't even tackle Eckler either. Had the first down running, got hit, stood up, and didn't even try to dive for the first down. I was hoping he was going to be able to get through that contact a little bit, but gets absolutely stood up there. We could have had the throw, but I was scared to throw on the run, considering what we saw from the play before. And they run again to the outside. Spillane with a good hit there. 3rd and 2. I guess the smart play is that we could have punted there, but they're going to have the ball here at the 48 anyway. And we got to trust our defense a little bit. Like I said before, if we're going to beat this Chargers team with our offense that we have right now, we got to play a little unconventional. They get it right across. The story of our season with our cornerbacks not being able to guard anywhere, especially the short plays. As the clock runs out, I don't know if they're going to run another play in this first quarter, and it looks like they won't. Oh, they will at the very last second, and of course, it's a touchdown. He just runs right over our cornerback. I don't even know what to say. Down 21-0, I guess 20-0 at this point to end the first quarter. We're going to need something here. So Josh Jacobs here coming out. 438 yards already on the season. We're looking pretty good with him. We know that he's going to be good for us. He's pretty much the only player that has been good for us offensively this year. And we're going to have to run with him if we want anything in this game. I keep saying that, and then we get some decent runs, but we have to keep throwing the ball, especially if we're in these third down scenarios. We can't not throw the ball on 3rd and 5. I mean, if they expect the run, like they're just going to stop us again. He gets a yard, but now we're in a 3rd and 7 scenario. I guess we can't give up here. We got to let Aiden O'Connell do some work. We're going to give him a little screen pass here to Josh Jacobs. So hopefully he gets pressured immediately, and we got to get the ball away. Sebastian Joseph Day there. And we're going to have to punt this ball away again. No fake punts on this time. Offense, another 3 and out. I don't even see them doing the fair catch either, so whatever. Mike Williams, 5 receptions, 95 yards, and 2 touchdowns today already. He has been killing us on that right side. Or I guess he's on the left side now. It doesn't matter what side he's on. He's going to kill us all day. Regarding Eckler here with Diablo, we get a stop there. Only 3 yards. He's only ran 4 times for 7 yards, but I guess they haven't needed it considering they have a pick 6 and 2 touchdowns to Mike Williams, who already has pretty much 100 yards. We're going to guard him again underneath, or at least try to. He burns Diablo, who doesn't want to tackle him. No one wants to tackle. But can we watch? Yeah, let's watch the replay here. How many tackles is that? 1. We don't even need to watch it. We don't even need to watch it. I have no words for this defense. So this offense coming back out here, down 27 points already, as we pretty much are still at the start of the second quarter. I mean, last time we had a 3 and out, and then as we saw, the defense just doesn't want to touch any of them. I guess we're playing flag football with these guys at this point, because they just are too scared to even try to tackle anyone. I mean, this looks like a peewee football game at this point, as no one wants to block either on the offensive line or get open. Aiden O'Connell, 39 yards and 2 picks today. We're going to have to go back with the screen here, because I don't know what else we can do with this offensive line. Hopefully we at least get some time to throw the ball. And we do here. Get a block to the outside, and it doesn't matter because they don't even hold on to the block. Josh Jacobs trying to run up the field here. We're going to have to punt this away again. And this team is looking like one of the worst that I have ever seen. On paper, our defense isn't that great. I know that. Our offense, though, is at least somewhat decent. And this defense isn't a 60 overall either. I mean, Mike Williams now has 160 yards and 3 touchdowns, so I don't know what we do. Do we double team him and just let the rest of the guys get open? It looks like they're going to run here, so hopefully we can at least get a stop. At least someone tackle. As Spillane gets in there, gets a hit. Austin Eckler hasn't done anything, but like I keep saying, it doesn't matter because Mike Williams is looking like prime Jerry Rice against our 5th grade defense. And they go to run again, and he's going to chug away and get that first down there. We get the hit with Morig about 4 yards behind the line, and he still gets the first down. I think we need to do something because this team just doesn't know how to tackle. Max Crosby gets in there, breaks off of the edge, and gets the sack. Not the, whatever, the tackle behind the line, tackle for a loss. This game is just, it's taken everything out of me with how terrible this team is. They do throw the screen pass. It is incomplete. Only Herbert's second incompletion. He still has more touchdowns than incompletions up to this point. And we're going to go on the edge here with Crosby. Or I guess not. They're throwing another screen. And Jenkins gets in there. We get a stop there. Finally, it seems like whenever they go with Eckler, we can get a stop. But the second they decide to throw the ball to Mike Williams, it doesn't matter where he is on the field because our defense just lets him walk into the end zone. And our offense isn't any better either. We'll see if Admir Abdullah can get us a return. Probably not. We're at the 22. We need to at least put up a touchdown in this drive. Josh Jacobs, they keep showing his stats before he comes out. He's the only guy that has been okay for us. We're going to try to throw the ball here and at least get a few yards, hopefully. Devontae Adams open on the outside. A great throw from Aiden O'Connell. So hopefully building a little momentum there. Great throw. Gets him on the sideline. Gets out of bounds. No fumbles. No interceptions on that play. And we're looking good. And O'Connell steps up in the pocket. We had Michael Mayer down the field, but we're going to take off for a first down. Great play from Aiden O'Connell. That pocket awareness. Getting up there. We're going to go with a screen pass here. Get Josh Jacobs involved again. It seems like we should have some room on the left side. As long as we can get past this D-line and just a little far. I mean, he was getting pressured the second that he threw the ball, so we'll let that one slide. This should be open up the middle here. We're going to have some good blocks, hopefully, and it is. We're going to go to the right side. Michael Mayer gets that block out there, and a great run. See, this offense can work. We're going to have to run hurry up here. We are going to go back with the run again. I just don't trust this pass. And that was the right move. Josh Jacobs gets up there. This offense can be good. Like I keep saying. We just need to get everything together. These blocks are looking great down the field. Josh Jacobs is getting it down the field. We're going to get a timeout here. Khalil Mack gets hurt. So, good for us. It's a video game. We can root for injuries. It's not real life. And get another block here. Josh Jacobs hits the outside, and he's going to get in for a touchdown. Hopefully, that builds us some momentum here. Josh Jacobs doing something for us. Do whatever dance you want to do. We're at least not going to get shut out here. We get a touchdown on the board. Maybe our defense can come out here and do something again, but a little bit of hope has been brought back to us. So 1st and 10 here. We're going to see what they're going to do. We're staying on the outside with Crosby with this X factor. They throw it across the middle to Parham, who I thought was hurt earlier, and we got very lucky that he ran out of bounds there because that was looking like another touchdown. Our defense just let up once again. We're going to send the blitz here. Hopefully they run it with Eckler to the left side because that's what we're trying to stop here. They run it up the middle. We get a little bit of a stop, only 1 yard there. We need to stop them here. We can't let them score again. They're going to get the ball at halftime. And if they score a touchdown here and get the ball to start the second half, then, I mean, we're down by 20 right now. You could say that it's pretty much over, but that would basically put a wrap on it. They throw it to Keenan Allen, who gets open. This might send us to the 2-minute warning, unless they run a play. They're not going to, so worst case is we let them get a field goal here. Best case, we maybe get a turnover, but we can't let them score another touchdown here. And with that being said, we may probably let that happen on this first play, but we got to lock up here. Spillane across the middle. No one is guarding that right side. Joshua Palmer just was absolutely wide open. And they have the empty backfield. We're not blitzing. I know it's with their momentum. Our spots are filled up. Oh, they fumble! And of course, Austin Eckler's right there to pick the ball up. They fumble it, and Austin Eckler is right there. We do have a review. We will send it to the booth, and he is down. He's down. So, I mean, this might be stopping the inevitable here that they're just going to run the ball. But we are going to send an all-out blitz. We got to assume that they're running it. And we do. We get it in there with Spillane. Eckler continues to push forward. So a stop there. They're sending it out wide, but I think this is just a disguised run at this point, and it is. And Herbert takes it himself and dives into the end zone. We thought that Eckler was going to take it, but they get another touchdown there. Like we said, we can't let him score, but what do? We let him score. So 25-yard line, 52 seconds. We're going to give it to Josh Jacobs on this first play. Get the screen pass with that X factor. Get to the outside. We're not going to get the first down, so we're going to continue to go down here. We need something here. We find Davante Adams to the outside. A big play on the outside. He steps out of bounds, so good for us. Up to the 42. We need at least a field goal here. We need some type of point. We have 30 seconds and 3 timeouts, so virtually we can throw this to anywhere on the field. We have Davante Adams again, who I thought was going to continue to run to the left side. He doesn't, but that's all right. At least we get a gain. Michael Mayer, I'm going to send to the outside here. We're going to look for him. He's not open. Aiden O'Connell is going to take it himself, though. A big hit, but he holds on down to the 39. Loving the pocket awareness from him here. Despite those 2 picks to start the game, he's been looking solid for us. We got to watch the rush over here on the right side. Josh Jacobs is open. We're going to hit him. We're going to have to take another timeout here with 12 seconds. They want us to they want us to kick the field goal. We're going to see if we have anyone open. We need to make sure we don't take a sack here. I don't trust any of those throws, so we're going to throw it away there on 3rd and 2. I think the smart play is to go for the field goal like they're telling us, but we're going to see if we can get something else here. If we have someone wide open in the end zone, we got to throw it, or at least try to. We don't see anything again. We're just seeing if anything's open. We're going to take the field goal here, but great drive from Aiden O'Connell to get us at least down into field goal range before the end of this half. Jimmy Garoppolo holding it. We're going to be down by 24 at half, but at least a little bit of momentum comes our way. At least taking it off of them, at least. We need a stop. We need a big stop here. Down by 24. And he's just wide open. I don't know who... And Mike Williams is just looking like the greatest player of all time today against our defense. I don't know who's guarding him. I mean, he's moving from the right side to the left side, so this could be changing every play, but it clearly doesn't matter. They're going to keep switching around what their play is. We're going to send a blitz here. And obviously they throw it. They have a guy wide open. Mo Rig at least gets out there and stops that potential touchdown. Justin Herbert, 13 for 15, and is dotting up our defense. Our cornerbacks are absolutely terrible. And we send a little bit of a blitz, and guess who? Mike Williams has just turned into prime Jerry Rice here. An empty backfield. We're going to have to guard Joshua Palmer here with Diablo. Make sure we don't give something up here. He's looking for it short. And a jump ball. He goes up there. I don't know what Marcus Peters is celebrating for because Joshua Palmer just mossed him in the open field. We can't do anything to stop them throwing the ball. They're moving to the left side. We're sending a blitz here. They do pass it again. Justin Herbert with some time, but forces the fumble. And they do get the ball back. I mean, that's the second time today. I guess the last fumble got turned over. They got the ball back, but We're getting some pressure on the edge. The mix of Crosby and Tyree Wilson is dangerous for us. It just seems like every other part of this defense is absolutely terrible. Our linebackers have been solid, so I can't say anything bad about them. But everyone else is just terrible. Letting up these... I don't... What do we do? What are we doing, guys? So, down 31 points here. We're going to need an absolute miracle if we think about even trying to come back here. Josh Jacobs is open, but they blitz us, and absolutely no one blocks. Derwin James got in there. We're going to go with a screen here. They want us to run the ball. I guess we can. I mean, down 31 points. You usually don't want to run the ball. I guess that got us a little better than we could have hoped for. Josh Jacobs almost 100 yards today. We need this first down here. We have Devontae Adams open, and he can't hold on to the ball. I guess I don't really know what else I expect here. We got to go for it. I mean, we're down 31 points. The worst case is we don't get it, they get the ball back, and they score another touchdown like they've been doing all day. A great throw, and Mayer gets the ball, steps out of bounds, a yard short, and what else can we do now? I mean, we're doing what we can, and it is just, this is what they say when sometimes your best just isn't good enough. We're only sending 3 guys on the line right now. I mean, we got to try to defend this pass if we can. Mike Williams is open to the left side. He's only got 1 guy on him, so at least we push him out there. 2nd and 5. They get a gain of 10. I can't even see because the sticks just disappeared on us, like it seems like they have on every game anytime we try to check what we're doing on defense. They're running the ball. Max Crosby's there to stop them again. We got to hope them, at least hold them to a field goal. Can't let them get another touchdown. I don't know if it matters in the end, but as long as they don't throw to Mike Williams again, because he's going to get wide open on us no matter what we do. If we send 5 guys, he's going to get wide open. And our defender just slips. Like, you can't make this stuff up. Looking at the replay here. I mean, Marcus Peters here, I'm playing on the ball, and what is that? That's not a real-life animation. No one does that. Our secondary is terrible, and we're not re-signing either of these guys. Spillane gets there and gets the stop despite them still getting a yard. Stops the touchdown at least, and hopefully they continue to run the ball. We're going to send a blitz up the middle. We're going to send everyone. So hopefully they continue to do that. They rush it, and no one's there. Another touchdown for the Chargers. And this is quickly looking like we're turning into the Chicago Bears up to this point. So Josh Jacobs coming out here once again in this offense. I mean, they want us to run the ball, so I guess we will. Josh Jacobs has an X factor, and like I've said, really the only good player on our offense. And it looks like today, I mean, we've seen some good play from Tyree Wilson and Max Crosby off the edge. Our secondary is absolutely terrible. Aiden O'Connell hasn't looked awful. I mean, obviously those 2 interceptions don't look great. His box score isn't going to look the best considering he may not end up with a touchdown. We are going to continue to try, though. I mean, we're going to try to throw this ball, and we may not come back, but we're going to try to do something. Michael Mayer gets underneath. And if we're going to look at our box score from the past 2 games, we're probably going to have the worst point differential in the league by far. Devontae Adams underneath. Incomplete. Broken up by them. Guess that's what happens when you keep running the same play, but it's the only thing that's been working for us. We'll throw another screen to Josh Jacobs. Another one of our go-to plays, but he's really one of our only playmakers on offense today. And I'm not blaming the receivers out there. I mean, it's kind of hard when you don't have a quarterback that can really throw the ball and our offensive line doesn't block. But we just haven't had time to throw to the guys. I mean, if you put this wide receiver room with pretty much any other team, I bet they'd be doing a lot better right now. But Josh Jacobs continuing to run up there. He's getting a little bit slower on the day. I think it's just because he's been doing everything for us, but going to continue to go here. We're working across the middle. And Hunter Renfrow, I thought we had him deep. They do break it up. Derwin James on him. Just a little bit underthrown. I think if he had that a little further out, then he would have got that, dropped it right in the bucket. But 2nd and 10 here. We're going to run with Josh Jacobs. Try to get to the outside. He breaks a tackle, but count this out. 1, 2, 5 guys back there in the backfield. They're taking him off the field, so I was looking for that screen pass. I don't know exactly if I trust Zamir White with the screen pass here. He is fast, but no one open, and I don't know exactly who that was supposed to be to, but whatever. Not much we can do at this point. We're going to send a blitz here. Hopefully they run. It looks like they do end up throwing. They throw underneath to Austin Eckler. Marcus Peters gets absolutely bullied there. That's just embarrassing. This cornerback room is absolutely embarrassing too. Throwing across, that one's broken up. I don't even know if that was broken up or if Keenan Allen just dropped it. I'm going to give Keenan Allen the benefit of a doubt when it's coming to our cornerback situation, which has been terrible. We'll see what they do here. 3rd and 6. Hopefully we can get a stop here. We're on Diablo. We got to guard this underneath. And they throw it. We finally break up a pass to Mike Williams. And we're going to get the ball back here. Amir Abdullah catches the ball and just steps out. I don't even know what to say. But if we look at the stats here, 100 rushes, 511 yards. Josh Jacobs is averaging 5.11 yards. Doing the math right there, hopefully. But that has been great, especially behind this O-line. That has been all right for us. It is a lot better in the running game than the passing game, as we've seen. I don't know what that has to do with anything when our rushing attack is the only thing that works. And trying to throw it again to Renfrow. Another interception, the 4th of the game. We get a sack there from Tillery. And our defense has, despite the 48 points, I think our defense has looked pretty solid. I mean, we have given them the ball 4 times. They do have a pick 6, and we've given them the ball in their own field position a good amount of times. But besides that, and oh my God. Oh, okay. If he ran for a touchdown there, I would have just ended the game. But our 2 linebackers, Spillane and Diablo, have looked good. I mean, they haven't had any issues. And our edge has looked good. Obviously, this cornerback room is just terrible. But besides that, I mean, this defense hasn't looked that bad. We're getting pressure. He throws it out of bounds. Justin Herbert is hurt. That would have helped us if it was closer to the beginning of the game. He's had a shoulder injury. We are going to play them later in the year. If that's a season-ending injury, that could be, I mean, maybe helpful for us. Like I said before, it's a video game. It's not real life. We can root for injuries. It has nothing to do with them in real life. But maybe if he's not playing when we play them again later in the season, we could maybe only lose by 20 instead of 41 right now. So we benched Jimmy Garoppolo for having 5 interceptions last week. And now we have 4 with Aiden O'Connell. I don't know what that says, but Hunter Renfrow gets in there. We had some time to throw it. Good play there on a slant. Devontae Adams, a good throw across the middle. I mean, if we could have done this on, I'm not even going to say every drive, because obviously we would hope for this every drive, but if we could have moved the ball like this on half of our drives, we wouldn't be losing by 40 right now. Job's not finished, though. Game's not over. We're going to hit Josh Jacobs to the outside once again. I don't think the clock will stop in the 4th quarter. It will momentarily as we line up again, but yeah, it'll run again. See if Jacoby Myers is open. Maybe make a somewhat deep throw here. We do get blitzed. We're going to throw a jump ball for Devontae Adams, and he caught it. Don't write us off yet. I guess the math, they missed a PAT, so I don't know why I was even thinking of going for 2. What's the point? But job's not finished, game's not over. 17-51 here. 5 plays and 75 yards. Like, that shows that we could at least do something. We're going to go with the onside kick here. We're going to just kick it right at him and hope maybe it bobbles off of him. Oh, it's Mike Williams back there. So, yep, obvious, easy catch for them. I'm surprised our special teams didn't just let him score. Hopefully they run here. They do have, I believe, Easton Stickin, if he's still their, yep, it is, still their backup quarterback, so they run to the outside. If we can get a stop here, get the ball back, get a touchdown, get another onside kick, touchdown, we're still in this. I mean, we're only down by, what, 34 right now? So, don't write us off. They're running the clock, so I'd assume they just are going to run the ball. And they have Easton Stickin. So, stop them again here on 3rd and 8. We'll see if they try to throw for the first down. Hopefully not. Okay. Looks like they're lined up to run again. I don't know how Justin Herbert just teleported back into the game. I guess the injury wasn't that bad. And Eckler gets hit. Gets back in here. I'm not even going to bother to look. They're going for it. They're up by 34 and they're going for it. That is just crazy. We missed the Austin Eckler just got a speed boost through the middle. And, like, what is going on here? We do miss the hole. I guess that's on us, but we missed the tackle there and he just gets a speed boost through. Whatever. If they continue to run the ball, then we're just going to blitz them. We're sending everyone up the middle here. Spillane gets it, and they go to the outside with Justin Herbert. And we force the fumble. We get the ball back with Hobbs. Down to the 2-yard line. Like I said, the game's not over till it's over. We are going to run the ball here. I don't want to risk a safety throwing it. And I thought that was just going to come right there. We do, with a little bit of patience, Josh Jacobs somehow churns out 9 yards on that play. We're going to run it again here. Hopefully get this first down. Breaks off and gets absolutely rocked back there. Maybe a play action here works out. Maybe a halfback draw. I don't know. We'll see. Send Josh Jacobs outside. We are going to run with Aiden O'Connell. Get that first down. Those wheels have been good for us. We like that. So 5:30 left. Clock is ticking. Michael Mayer underneath. Getting out of bounds. I don't think the clock stops unless it's under 4 minutes. I believe. Yeah, the clock continues to run. We're going to try to do something. Like I said, game's not over here. Josh Jacobs gets open. Aiden O'Connell just overthrows him by a yard. Josh Jacobs couldn't run under that. I mean, that would have been a walk-in touchdown. A big blow to us. That would have been huge. Jacoby Myers, and he throws it right outside once again. That, I mean, we've seen that play 2 times now today, and I guess you can write us off now. We are going to get the ball back and hopefully not embarrass ourselves once again, as now we have 10 interceptions in the last 2 games combined. So Hunter Renfrow across the middle, just a little bit off there. 3:11 left. They want us to run the ball with Josh Jacobs. They're acting like we're done. They're acting like we don't have a chance. I don't care what the scoreboard says. It is 0-0 for us. As Michael Mayer gets 5 yards. That is as many yards as Aiden O'Connell has interceptions. 3rd and 5 here. 3:06 left. Right across the middle, we find Michael Mayer. And last thing that I heard that next point wins. So that's what I'm going with, as Hunter Renfrow runs down the field. And like I said, next point wins. And we just won the game. Wrap it up. Hunter Renfrow, yeah, celebrate the touchdown. It doesn't matter what the score is, because we are still playing with heart here, as we are down 30 points. So onside kick here. 2:42 left. And they do have good hands teams, as we know. I mean, their wide receivers have killed us all day. This game quickly went from the Mike Williams Jerry Rice game to their whole team just absolutely dominating us in every facet. Spillane does get the hit there. Take a timeout. Like I said, we're not done. We're going to send another blitz here. We need to get this ball back, and soon. They're going to hopefully run up the middle with Eckler. And they do. We get another stop there with Hobbs. Another timeout there. And we're getting this ball back. They better not throw it here on 3rd and 10. You're up by 30 points. Please just give us the ball back and let us make the score not look as bad. They do throw it. And it's incomplete, so that stops the clock. We are going to get the ball back and still save a timeout. Get the punt here. Maybe try to get in here with a block. Nope. They're going to punt it out at about the 20. Okay. So we need another 80-yard drive like we just saw, and then we're back in it because then obviously we get both onside kicks. And 1st and 10 here. Looking for Renfro again. He beat Derwin James. I don't know what he's celebrating for. Like, he still burnt Derwin James. We're going to go back to that play, and hopefully we can hit him. Either him or Michael Mayer. Michael Mayer is wide open there. Down the seam. Had him for a touchdown, and just off the hands. And like I said, despite these 5 interceptions, Aiden O'Connell has looked good. And that's usually a big despite. Okay, another one is thrown there. I mean, he was open. That's it. And we'll see you at the end of the game. So with that, we take a knee, and the game is over. And you may be looking at the box score, and you may say, how did they end up with 61 points? I thought they had 54. And, you know, I assumed that they were just going to take a knee, so we just kept running blitzes and not really thinking much about it. And they continued to run the ball, and then actually on 3rd down, they decided to throw the ball. And, of course, our defense, you know, let up another touchdown. So that's how they ended up with 61 points. Justin Herbert had probably statistically one of the greatest games in NFL history, 22 for 28, almost 400 yards and 5 passing touchdowns to go along with 17 rushing touchdowns and 17 rushing yards and a touchdown. Josh Jacobs with 141 yards and a touchdown for us. He was great. Aiden O'Connell had 6 total interceptions for us. Yeah. So more than we saw with Jimmy Garoppolo. So we have a lot to evaluate there at that position. I mean, Mike Williams is just had the greatest game that we have ever seen from a wide receiver against us. 205 yards and 3 touchdowns. Surprisingly, we didn't let up it. We didn't get sacked at all. Our defense, we're not even going to look at the tackles. Look at this. On the front page, when you look at tackles, it is all Chargers, and I don't look at this. I don't even think we're only on the Chargers. Okay, yeah, that's why. We actually do have. Okay, they have the top 2 guys, but we do have a bunch of guys with tackles here: Spillane, Morig, and Diablo. I mean, we can look at our secondary too. Marcus Peters had 6 tackles. I don't know how many of those actually happened. I guess we can't see broken tackles from the receivers. We can see that Austin Eckler broke 7 tackles, but this game was absolutely terrible, and these past 2 weeks for us have just been absolutely abysmal. I mean, if we look at our team, we are going to upgrade Michael Mayer here. Give him possession. Hopefully open up that route tree a little bit. It is going to add a bunch to his passing stats. And Daniel Carlson, we'll give him power, I guess, just to get that power up a little bit. I think he should be close to, yeah, he's at 96 now, so pretty close to having maxed out power. Yeah, I mean, if we look at the NFL right now, we will advance the week to see how we stack up against other teams. We are 1-3 to this point, somehow beating the Bills, but if we look at these stats from our team, I'd assume that we are probably dead last in most of them. Jimmy Garoppolo still with He had 9 interceptions through whatever those first 3 or 4 games. Aiden O'Connell is reaching his total already. Josh Jacobs has been playing great. If we look at the NFL, Josh Jacobs leading our rushers. And if we look at interceptions, Jimmy Garoppolo at the top. CJ Stroud has 8. So it definitely could be worse. Aiden O'Connell is coming in there, and he is close to CJ Stroud. And in one game, he has as many as Russell Wilson does. And I think looking at this, we may have been a little bit harsh on Jimmy Garoppolo. CJ Stroud's up there with him. Russell Wilson has 6. So I guess Jimmy Garoppolo didn't play that last game. 5 interceptions is tough. I think we are going to stick with Jimmy Garoppolo. We saw what happened with Aiden O'Connell. He couldn't make some of those plays that I think Jimmy could have. I think we were just a little too harsh. Receiving, Michael Mayer is up there too. I mean, he's been our number 1 target from both of our guys. 25 receptions. He's been great. I would like to see, we don't even have anyone else close to up here. It just seems like no one else has really gotten open. Devontae Adams, only 16 receptions up to this point. He just hasn't had that many yards with the receptions. Overall, though, our defense is probably not even, I wouldn't even think we're anywhere close with these guys. Yeah, nowhere close with these tackles. I wouldn't assume that. But overall, if we can look at the team stats, offensive yards, this is what I'm saying. Our offense can be good. 1,500 yards. Our passing yards aren't up there, but that combination of the rushing yards has been great. We just haven't been able to do anything with it. Defensively, though, we have let up the most amount of yards. Our defense is bad. We've let up the most amount of points by far. We do have 7 sacks, which is good. Interceptions, we're not even up there. I wouldn't expect that, but I mean, if we look at the passing yards, yeah. The passing yards that we've allowed, we have been, I don't know exactly. Yeah, okay. We've let up a bunch of rushing yards too. This defense overall just bad. But I guess from what we've seen, we can look at the turnovers. The Steelers have the best. We only have the second worst. We've given it away 15 times, which is more than anyone. But we have 11 takeaways, which is second highest. So it's very interesting when we look at these defensive stats and the stats overall. I think next week, Jimmy Garoppolo will be our starting quarterback once again. We saw what happened with Aiden O'Connell. Like I said, just had some throws where they just weren't as great. And we're going up against this Packers team, and I don't think all is lost. I think that we can go out there, maybe make some moves coming up soon. Let me know down below who you want to see on this team. With our team the way it's set up right now, we definitely need some cornerbacks, and I wouldn't mind investing something into the cornerbacks. But if our team's not going to be that great this year too, I don't want to trade away some of the high round picks, because I think there's going to be some good cornerbacks in this class, which we'll scout next week. That could be a big target for us in the first or second round. That being said, I'll see you then.